this is gonna be bad. I can tell already. So, welcome to part 1 of my 30-day Walking Dead challenge. I'm going to do this video in 2 parts because if I do all 30 days, it's going to be like a 30-minute video. And I'm not done with the 30-day challenge yet. Oh my god, I sound horrible! But that's why I have tea. God, it sounds so bad. Like, you don't even realize how bad you sound until you try and talk with some volume. Maybe I should just quiet it down. Oh god, that's hot. It's hot. But yeah, I will be doing this challenge in 2 parts. So I passed my 15-day mark a long time ago, and I filmed this video already, but I used the webcam, and for some reason the audio was turned off, so I couldn't use the video. I will go through day 1 through 15, and this video will contain really big spoilers, so if you are not completely caught up on Walking Dead, you should not be watching this video. I'm just making this video for any Walking Dead fans I might have. Represent! Let's get started. So, day 1 is favorite male character and why. I chose Glenn because he's just so amazing. He's so normal, but yet at the same time, like especially if you see last week's episode, he gets crap done if it needs to get done. And it was just, he's just a crazy cool character and fighter, but yet he's incredibly sweet and protective, and I don't know, he's really adorable too. So day 2 kind of goes along with day 1, and it's favorite female character and why. Of course, Maggie Green. I thought she was awesome pretty much from the first episode she was on, and she seriously just gets cooler and more funny and just like, wow, can she take care of herself? And again, she just does whatever it takes. She doesn't bow out when responsibility comes her way. So I really love that about her. Day 3 is Lori and Shane or Lori and Rick. If you're going by the show, I would say Lori and Shane, because seriously, only Shane deserves her crap. She's so freaking annoying and nagging and just hypocritical that Rick doesn't deserve her. I mean, okay, she doesn't deserve Rick, I guess. Rick doesn't deserve to put up with her crap. Now, if you're going by the comics, because I've read the comics, I would say Rick and Lori. Because in the comics, they got over Shane and everything that happened. But in the comic, they became like a real couple. Again, before the end of, spoiler, Lori. So it was kind of nice in the comic having them just become a real couple again, a real family. But if you're going by the show, I would definitely say Lori and Shane. So day 4 is what survivor would you be 100% okay with if they killed off in the next episode? Seriously, I might be biased because I've read the comic and I know what a horrible human being he is. He's hardly even human. But I seriously just want the governor to go away, especially, oh my gosh, when I filmed this the first time, last week's episode hadn't aired. Last week's episode, I'm not even joking, you guys, if you haven't seen it, you won't know what I'm talking about, but if you have, then you know what I'm talking about. The governor and Maggie. Like, seriously, the episode was so intense with what happened with Glenn that I had no nails left. And by the time it got to the last 10 minutes of the show with the governor and Maggie, it's a good thing I didn't have any nails left. Because with what he did to her, I was clenching my fists so tight in anger, my palms would have been bleeding. I was so angry and so just like scared of what he was going to do. Day 5 is on a scale of 1 to 10. How scary do you think the show is? The show it's definitely intense, but I didn't actually feel fear during this show until this scene. Like, seriously, man, how do you guys not know there's a horde of zombies behind you? They're making noise. And I don't know. I think it's a personal fear of mine, a sheer numbers thing. Like, just with how many zombies were behind them and headed towards the farm. Like, I experienced it last night. I went to Red Dawn. Oh my gosh, go see it. And, like, when they come out of their house and all the North Koreans are just falling from the sky, like, I felt this moment of like panic, because I think it's a numbers thing. Like, just numbers against a small amount of heroes terrifies me, and I don't know why. So this scene with the horde of zombies coming after them and they somehow don't hear it terrified the crap out of me. And of course that's where they ended the episode, so you had to wait a whole week with this horde of zombies behind you. So day 6, has there been any specific walker that scared you the most, and why? None of the walkers have really scared me. They're definitely amazing because they're getting so good at not only makeup but making different zombies and not doing repeat zombies all the time. But this zombie, he just kind of gave me this like creeper feel, and I didn't like him because he just, I don't know, he just came off as a real creeper. So day 6, if you were bit by a walker, what would you do? Seriously, if no one would do it for me, I'd take it in my own hands, because as soon as you're bit, bam, you're done, dude. Why waste time trying to pretend that you're going to be okay and you might find a way to make everything better? Just do it, get it over with. You're dead anyway. Day 8 is if you could have one person on the show as your partner during the apocalypse, who would it be? Come on, who wouldn't want this kid by their side? I mean, he took out three walkers all by himself and was being very useful at the same time, getting medical supplies, while everyone else was just standing around Herschel looking at his bloody stump going, what do we do? I don't know what to do. Well, you go out there and you get crap done, like Carl. Seriously, this kid is like amazing. And every new episode he just does something that's like, wow, awesome kid. So day 9 is, what is your contingency plan in the event of a zombie apocalypse? I might even cut out step 3. Depends on the situation, which is going to make me sound like a horrible person, but it's the smart thing to do. If they live 6 hours away like the rest of my family, it's too dangerous. Wait until things settle down a bit and then go and try and find them. That makes me sound like a horrible person. But I would try and get the loved ones close by me to safety first, and then worry about the others that are 6 hours away. That's just the smart thing to do. You'd be putting yourself and the other ones nearby that you love in more danger by trying to drive 6 hours through a zombie apocalypse than, just going and hiding. And then definitely step 5 would be, kind of mixed with step 4. Sure, take out all the zombies you can, but find a secure location, like up in the hills. Especially around here, we have hills and stuff. So I would go find a secure place up in the wood hills, and get your place locked down, and then go out and start killing zombies. So day 10 is, what walker kill scene has been the best and why? For me, there's been a lot of really great kill scenes, like Cantalouped. Spoiler! My favorite was Shane's. Like, not only was it satisfying to finally see Shane go down, but also it was very cool getting to see like what a zombie sees when they come back. And you got to see that from Shane Zombie's point of view, and it was really cool for me. Day 11, favorite scene and why? This is a really hard one because there's been some amazing scenes in this show. But I have to say the one that stood out to me as one of my favorites would have to be the opening scene of season 3. It's just amazing how like they clear out this entire house with not a single syllable uttered. It was just really cool to see how they've grown and how they work together as a team, and they actually work together really well. And then you get to see that even more when they get to the prison. So it was a really good way to open season 3, because it's like, hey, it's been a while. Obviously, Lori's got a big belly. So, but they've been working together and improving and becoming this actual group. So that was just really cool for me. Day 12 is, how does Walking Dead compare to other shows and movies slash movies about zombies? It doesn't. It doesn't compare at all. I mean, I am a huge zombie person. I love zombie movies. None of them compare to this show. Because, I mean, not only are there zombies incredible looking and the action is great, but one of the things I love about this show, you saw it especially in season 1 and 2, which I know some fans complained about and I hate it. It's like, they complained that there was too much talk and not enough gore. And that bugs me because one of the things that made this show so good to me is that it was more about the humans, the people. And in season 1 and 2, you get so involved in the humans and their story that a zombie would pop up and you'd be like, oh, holy crap, this show's about zombies, I forgot. And I just really love that about the show. I mean, it doesn't have that aspect so much now, but still, it's still an amazing show. So day 13 is, how long do you think you would how long do you think you would survive in a similar situation? I once took a zombie survival quiz on Facebook and it told me I would last at least a year. So I think I do pretty good, and I think it is accurate. I think I would do pretty good. Yours, everyone thinks that, but I tend to agree. I think I would make it at least a year. So day 14 is, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, do you think you would take on more of the Rick leader role or follower? I have a compromise. I think I would be more of a Daryl. I'm not really a follower, but I'm definitely not the leader. I'm kind of like the assistant to kill things. You know, I mean, he takes charge when he needs to. He goes on all the runs. He risks his life. I think I'd be more like a Daryl because I couldn't lead, that's for sure. And I couldn't just sit around and be led. So I definitely think I'd be more of a Daryl. I'm falling backwards. So last day 15 of part 1. This is a huge spoiler. So day 15 is the scene that was most unexpected to happen. For me, it was this. Now let me explain. Now in the episode, it might have seemed like a big red flag on his back because he was the moral compass of the group and he was fighting for this kid that they were trying to save, I think is what it was happening in the episode. And I mean, he was trying so hard just to be the good guy of the group and to keep some structure from our old society going. And, you know, he just kind of felt defeated. And it would make sense to kill him off in that episode because, I mean, that's just how TV and movies work. But for me, it was such a big shock because I read the comics and Dale just goes. I mean, he goes on for a long time and has a really gross relationship with Andrea. Ugh. But Dale survived for a long time in the comics, and like, I mean, he outlived the majority of the people that are still on the show. So it took me by such surprise, and it just kind of sucks. Like I said, he was the moral compass of the group, and so it just kind of sucked that, you know, he died. But it was also, you know, I know it was necessary because it just kind of brought, like, certain members of the group closer together and made them realize, hey, maybe we should start doing things a different way. So thanks, guys, for joining me for this Walking Dead 30-day challenge part 1. Part 2 will be up probably in another week or so because, oh, what day am I on? What day am I on? I'm doing this challenge on Facebook. And I just decided to make it into a video for any Walking Dead fans I have out there. I'm on day 24 on Facebook, so I'll have part 2 up in probably a week, maybe a little more, week and a half. So, thanks, guys. Leave your feedback, comments, video responses on your opinions on what's happened on the show or in the comics, and, you know, what you like better or what you didn't like or whatever. So, I will see you guys later. Bye.